Every day, thousands of people start Forex trading, hoping to get rich overnight. The truth is, 95% of them are going to lose all their money within the first year and likely quit. But the difference between winning traders and losing traders isn't what most people think. Successful traders aren't using complicated strategies or secret indicators or the new shiny thing that comes out that someone else already released but with a different name. They have a way different approach. So at Momentum Funding, we decided to put together a beginner's Forex course so that you guys may approach the market with confidence and you can spend your time learning the correct things. If we put you on the path, you could follow it. The only requirement from your end is you got to put in the work. So this will be part one, the introduction to the Forex beginning course. And then after this video, we're going to be going into the charts and I'm actually going to be educating you guys. In this video, you're going to learn the basics of what people learn versus what they should learn. And we're just going to discuss some basics about the Forex market that a lot of beginners don't know and should. So why are some traders profitable while others are not? What is the difference? Well, the main difference is the seasoned vets, they approach the market completely different. A beginner will focus on technicals and technicals alone. They'll chase every shiny system. A pro trader, they're going to learn one system and they're going to expand their knowledge in fundamentals and market sentiment. They're going to get better at risk management. They're going to get better at discipline. They're going to get all the things down that actually lead them to profitability. Because the truth is, you don't need a complex system. You can have a very simple system and consistently make money. What really matters is all the other components I named off. And if you can get that stuff down, you can get profitable with any system. Whereas if you don't get all of that down, especially the discipline and the risk management part, it doesn't matter what system you will learn, you will not be able to keep your capital. And the name of the game is survival. The main question beginner traders have is, what is Forex trading? Forex trading is essentially exchanging one currency for another. So to make it really simple, you are selling a currency and buying another at the same time. Let's say you are an American. You went over to Europe. You want to exchange 100 American dollars for whatever that comes out to in euro dollars, probably 90 something. The euro dollar is worth a little bit more. So your $100 is going to yield you back maybe like 92 euros or whatever the exchange rate may be right now. I don't trade Euro USD, so I don't keep up with it. But the basic point is you exchange one currency and receive another, and essentially you pay the difference. Let's say you spent a few months in Europe and something happens fundamentally that drives the price of euro way down, and something happens fundamentally that drives the price of the US dollar way up. For example, the US decides to raise interest rates. You may actually exchange your American dollars for more than you initially sold it for, and you might actually make money because the American dollar is now worth more than the euro because something happened. This is Forex exchange. The difference is you're doing it on the chart and you're essentially trading one currency for another without ever leaving your home. Power of Forex is the ability to sit on your computer, do your fundamental analysis, your market sentiment, do your technical analysis, and essentially trade one currency for another. You make the difference. How big is the Forex market? It's about $6 to $7 trillion a day worth of volume. If you actually think about that, it is bigger than any other market on the planet. The most money moves through the Forex market compared to anything. Euro USD alone is 1 to 2 trillion a day. It's by far the most traded currency pair, and it is by far the most commonly known. So once you understand the basics, you can essentially profit when one currency rises and the other one falls. So what beginners learn is that the market's either bullish or bearish on technicals alone, which is great. Technicals will help you find the entry. Technicals is probably 10 to 20% of it. The big thing the beginners miss is, why is the market making higher highs and higher lows? Why is the market bullish? Why is it going up? Or is the market actually bearish and this is just a retracement to continue down? If you don't know that difference, you're going to get caught in traps all the time. By the time this course is complete, you guys are going to know the difference because we're going to separate you from the average beginner. We're going to touch on fundamentals. We're going to touch on technicals. We're going to touch on market sentiment, and we're going to provide you all the tools at no cost. And just to show you I'm serious, in the description below, you can go to momentumfundinginc.com. You can sign up for our newsletter, and just by doing that alone, you're going to receive the trading Bible, and that has over 60 pages of fundamentals alone and another 60 pages of just technicals and how to put them together. So that can be kind of your guide, and the course that I'm putting out is going to go along the line of that guide and expand on that knowledge to get you guys even more prepared. One thing I want to get straight right off the bat, guys, you're not going to get rich overnight. I don't want to sell you a fake fake dream. I was sold that fake dream. I got in on Instagram. I seen the Lambos. I seen the watches. I seen people marketing get profitable in 30 days or 60 days. That's not going to happen. I want you to be realistic and think about this realistically. An average college degree is 4 to 5 years. A lawyer may go to university for 6 or 7 years. A doctor may go for 7 or 8 years. These degrees create a lot of income opportunities for them, but think of the time they put in. You're essentially learning a skill that's going to pay you more than those guys if you get really good. So why would you master this skill in 1 or 2 months and be driving a Lamborghini by month 3? So I need you guys to be realistic with yourself. Set realistic expectations. Can you get super wealthy? Yes. Is it going to happen fast? No. It is going to happen, but Forex is a get rich slow game. And if you guys can go in with that mentality, you're going to succeed over the guy that's trying to get rich overnight. So where does the problem with trading really lie? Is it the technicals? Is it the fundamentals? Is it learning the sentiment? Or is it the discipline? Or is it the risk management? So here's what I'm going to tell you guys. Technicals is the easiest thing to learn out of everything I just named off. Discipline and risk management, that takes years to get good at. I've currently been trading for 5 years, and I'm pretty decent compared to where I was, but I also know I have really far to go to get to the elite level I want to get to. Probably another 5 or 10 years. I'm realistic with myself. So I'm going to hit you guys with some real hard truth now. Some of you are going to succeed faster than others. Some of you may take 2 years to do what another individual may take 4. Why is that? Some of you already know how to save money. Some of you have a little bit of investment skill. Some of you come into Forex with maybe a little bit of money in the bank. Some of you come in broke. Some of you desperately need that money. Some of you have another business and you're learning and you're going to have an easier time learning. All of these different circumstances are going to determine how well you do and how long it takes. The biggest place I see people fail, and this was myself included, I'd be like, oh, I've been doing this for a year and I'm not as far as this guy. Never compare yourself to anyone except yourself, because if you compare yourself to anyone else, it's not an accurate measurement of progress. The best way to know if you're progressing is to look at where you were 100 days ago, then look at where you are today. Look at where you were a year ago, look at where you are today. Look back 3 years and then look to today. Are you moving forward? Then you're doing good. Everyone's gonna get to the same finish line at a different pace, with a different system, with a different plan, with a different approach. Everything's gonna be different. One of the first things I want you guys to accept is if you're not an organized person and you don't like following a plan, you're gonna have to change that for Forex. The reason is, if you don't have a plan to follow, you should basically plan to fail. Very simple. You have to have a plan to follow. What are the things you guys will really need to do? You're gonna have to create a trading plan and you're gonna have to follow that plan. Within this course, everything I'm gonna teach you what a trading plan requires. I'm gonna give you the basics of how to put one together, and you're gonna put one together for yourself that works with your schedule. I don't wanna create a generic one, because one of you guys might decide you're day trading, another guy might decide he's swing trading, but what remains the same in every plan is how you get your fundamental bias, how you get your directional bias on the charts, how you manage risk. All of these things are going to be different for every trader, but you still have to know what all of these things are. What is your entry trigger? Do you break even? Do you trail your stops? How do you manage? All these things are required to be in your trading plan, and what's going to happen is you're going to repeat this so many times that eventually you're going to be on the charts and you're actually going to be like, oh, I'm just going to break even. You'll click the button. You won't even realize you did it because it became a habit. So when your habits take over and you're running on pure automation because you've rewired yourself to be this person that follows your plan, now you are a profitable trader. Now there's the bad side to this too, which I haven't touched on yet. There's a bad part to anything that sounds too good, right? So to make money in Forex, you have to put real money on the line. And when you're putting real money on the line, your emotions hit a lot different, because now you know when you're taking a loss, you're actually losing money. This hits everyone different. Whether you're trading a cash account or you paid for an 100 or 200K prop challenge, you still put money on the line. So those losses hurt. How well you can deal with these losses is going to determine how successful you get. There's also two different kinds of losses. There's a good loss and there's a bad loss. What's the difference? A good loss means you followed your plan, you executed correctly, you still took a loss, but the plan was followed, the directional bias was followed. It just didn't work out. That's a good loss. You want those. Then we have the bad loss. What is the bad loss? The bad loss is, hey, I was waiting for my POI to get hit down here, but price started just running and I decided fear of missing out kicked in. And I'm just going to take a trade up here because I didn't feel like missing the trade. What happens? Price goes down to where you wanted to get in and then it runs. Now you took an unnecessary loss that was not part of your plan. Bad loss. And now for the good news. Anyone can learn the skill. What it really comes down to is how bad do you want it? If you want it bad enough, if you watch all the videos we're gonna put out, if you do everything I tell you to do, you're gonna succeed. Here's the thing. I can show you how to do the push-ups. I can write you the plan. I can't do your push-ups for you. You physically have to show up for yourself. And this is the hard part of Forex. You have to hold yourself accountable because nobody cares if you succeed. Only you do. Nobody cares about your success the way you will. Your friends are gonna tell you it's a scam. Your family is going to tell you it's a scam. People are going to go tell you, get a real job. You're never going to get rich in this. It's gambling. It's this. It's that. My own family doubted me. My own family told me to go back welding. And the best thing I did is not listen to any of them. Eventually what happens is they come along, hey, can you teach me? Because clearly it's not a scam and clearly there's a way to make money. You don't need no fancy degrees. You don't need no connections in Wall Street. You just need the simple ability to be willing to learn, willing to do everything I tell you, willing to journal your trades, willing to go over your journal, willing to get in a community and surround yourself with like-minded people. And that's all it takes. Once you have that down and you continuously show up every day, you continuously put in the work, it is only a matter of time till you have a breakthrough and you succeed. I have never seen anybody give it 100%, everything they got, use every resource, use every ounce of energy, put in every minute they have into anything and not succeed. What usually happens is people give up too quick. It's been 6 months. I'm not profitable. I'm losing money. I quit. If that's going to be your attitude, this is not the business for you. If your attitude is, I will not quit till I get this, I will get more disciplined, I will follow a plan, I will follow my strategy, you're going to succeed. It is only a matter of time. So when it really comes down to it, it's not the system, it's the guy using it. It really comes down to your discipline and your mindset. If you think you can do it, you can. Just put in the work. If you don't think you can do it, you never will. So whether you have $500, $5,000, or $50,000, the principles remain the same. You have to protect your capital. You lose your capital, you lose your edge. Because at some point the market's gonna move, and when it does, you have to have your capital in place so that you can make money. So if you blew your capital when the market's not moving, or it's just consolidating and you wipe 3/4 of your account not being patient, when the market does start trending, you're not going to have any capital left and you're not actually going to make that much. Whereas let's say price is consolidating, maybe you took a loss or two, then you realize it's consolidating, you waited for it to break out, retest, and now you got back in. Okay, well, I took 2 losses, but then I took 3 wins after. Now you're going to make money. Now the markets run 5 days a week, 24 hours a day. However, you shouldn't be trading 24 hours a day, obviously. There are specific sessions for specific assets where a certain asset will move better. For example, the yen pairs do well in Asia. European and GBP pairs do really well in London session. USD pairs do really well in New York session. It is important to understand your asset. Myself, I trade XAU USD. I trade gold alone and nothing else. That is my full focus. So one thing I will tell you guys, if you're a beginner, do not focus on 5 pairs. Focus on 1, maybe 2, because all that's going to happen if you focus on 5 pairs, you're just going to lose more. Whereas if you dial in on 1 asset, maybe 2, you're going to have pure focus and you're going to be solely just getting to know your 1 asset, when it moves, what moves it, how to manage it, what it does during different seasons. All of these things come into play. When I tell you guys it takes years to truly learn the market, it does, because you're not just learning the market, you're learning about yourself and how you react to situations when things aren't going right. So it's great that the market's open 24 hours a day. It doesn't mean you should be trading 24 hours a day. So in our next video, we're going to move from theory to practice. We'll get in on the charts and I'm going to show you guys exactly what I do. I'm going to show you guys exactly what you should do. And if you choose to listen and you put in the reps, you're going to succeed. For those of you that stuck around to the end, congratulations. It shows you have initiative and it shows you're going to go far. The real question you have to ask yourself, are you ready to dive in and put in all the work? Are you ready to do everything every other profitable trader had to do to actually get successful? Because if you are, I'm going to help you get there. I will put out all the groundwork that you have to do right in front of of you. All you have to do is take the action. I hope to see you guys in the next video.